Junior TKM is about to take to the circuit for their final. It's race 20 of the weekend, and they've given us two very exciting heats. Here's how they're going to line up, though, for their final. Alfie Garford and Leon Frost will start on the front row. Joe Cheek and Tyla Harris go from row number 2. Dara McInerney and Olivia Jakins go from row 3. Jake Humphrey and Yihan Kalichern start from row 4. Ollie Rands and Leo Robinson go from row 5, rounding out the top 10. Luke Bate and Sasha Bagley go from row 6. Aidan Mitchell and Jack Stewart go from row 7, from Seth Hathaway and Oliver Bourne on row 8. Oliver Bowen and Joel Hull, I should say, go from row 9. And Patrick Leaf will round out the grid on row 10. 19 drivers. Comments coming in. Big thanks to Dad and Tim Wilson Motorsport for getting me out on my Heat 2 on another Birla chassis. Let's go Jake Humphrey, number 51. So, I believe that's referring to TKM Extreme, but nonetheless, it's a lovely message, so we'll read it out anyway.
Indeed. And with the kind of stoppages that we've had, it's been quite a while since you guys have been on track, hasn't it?
Jake Humphrey is out in this one.
Ah, Jake Humphrey is in this one.
Sorry.
I've
just read his name, and I forgot already. There we go. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. This is quite warm.
I was going to say, I can't believe it's already the second to last one.
I know, yeah. We're nearing the end of the day.
Quickly.
Yeah. P1 saying doing it now equals no. You should be subscribed anyway to P1, yeah.
They've closed up a bit now.
They have. JR27, come on, Dara and Aidan into the tram lines. Green flags off. Here we go. Good start. And away we go. And it's a good start from Garford. He's held on to that lead. Frosty has to go down into P2. Dara McInerney, you can just see him there now battling for 4th place. As round the outside comes Joe Cheek to get past Leon Frost. Does so successfully. Tyla Harris still there in P4. And now trying to look like he wants to go for P3. Sweeps to the outside, but can't quite do it. Slots back into place. There you can see Yihan Kalichern, the E-plate, diving down the inside of Dara McInerney there. Moving up now into P5. And Dara now in a really bit of hot water here. He's got to try and close that inside line as now everyone tries to come through. Olivia Jakins is in that pack as well. And there's some more drivers. Also, Jake Humphrey looking like he's one of them. Out of the final section of the track, again looking to the inside, there goes Tyla Harris, can't quite do it, crossing the line as they end lap 1. Garford leads from Cheek, Frost, Harris, Kalichern, McInerney, then it's Humphrey, Rands, Robinson, Jakins, Bate and Mitchell. The top 12 karts out there, clear breakaway for the top 4.
Indeed, as we're going to see a change to P3, it looks like down the inside goes the 88, that's Tyla Harris, past Leon Frost. And we did see at the end of the last lap when you were saying that Dara McInerney nearly got overtaken by the whole rest of the pack, managed to cover them off and then gave the point forward to let's work together. Don't know if anyone's going to listen to him, but moving back up through the field nicely and now right on the back of that pack of 6 for the lead. As we say, change of 3rd as the only change this lap. Continuing to lead is Alfie Garford in that number 1 kart. But all the chopping and changing on that first lap has spiced up the order just a little bit. But how's it going to continue through the rest of this 15-minute race? Another long one, as always, for these finals. But let's see how it plays out. All the drivers still very, very close on track, though.
Yes, indeed. More comments coming in. George Bagley saying, come on, Sasha. Sporting a sombrero as they came to the paddock. I think that the entire team have got sombrero, as the entire class and gang were at Chiquitos last night in Northampton. Other Mexican-branded eateries are available as well.
It's very fitting because it was World Fajita Day on Friday, did you know?
There we go. I did not know that.
There you go.
There we go.
And I had fajitas.
Clearly uncultured. I am. Here we go then. So still heating up here as the sun bakes down on the drivers. Temperature, I think, has gone up slightly this evening at the circuit.
The sun's come back out,
It's been up and down, hasn't it? It cooled down in the middle of the day and now it's heated up once again into the evening. The sun is low. It's in the driver's eyes. Iridium visors coming in. Very handy.
Definitely need those iridium visors. Yihan Kalichern up a position. That one up 4 positions already in this race. P8 to P4. So a great race for them so far. Still there in P4, and all that chopping and changing has made it so that now the pack is just the pack. The entire field now, I think, involved in this battle for the lead. So let's see how this continues through this one. No one throwing any crazy moves or realizing they need to work together because this race is so long. But yeah, it all staying relatively calm at this point, but possibly the calm before the storm, I feel.
Yes, yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. More sport on the stream. Come on, Luke, you can make up those places again. Yes, indeed, because you've got to remember Luke Bate, he made lots of places up in the second heat, but then received that nose cone penalty at the end, so got dropped down again, I think, to about 19th place. So he's doing a good job. He's up one position. He's in P10 currently, so doing a good job. Defending there, just in the back of shot. Who's that in fourth place? That's Yihan Kalachern, I believe, the E-plate. Yep, defending from Leon Frost. Frost, he's not had a good start to this race. He's dropped back quite a bit. You can see him there in fifth. Dara McInerney was looking down the inside there, as Ollie Rans, the number 27, trying to come through as well. But Alfie Garford leading the way this time around. Joe Cheek still right there in second place, looking, well, I suspect at this moment in time, comfortable. Questionably comfortable.
Questionably comfortable. Yeah, I think that's about the right phrase. That little move has sort of split these two packs now, with McInerney leading that secondary pack. Or I think has dropped back now slightly. Yeah, it has indeed, to 8th place. And now Ollie Rans leads this secondary pack, followed by Leo Robinson. And then Dara, as we speak of. No changes up into Christmas corner just yet. And I mean any sort of chopping and changing, and it's going to bring the rest of the field back involved. As I say that, move for P2. Is he going to squeeze him out onto the grass? Just about does so. And indeed, change for second place. So that's Tyla Harris up in second, Joe Cheek down to third.
Yeah, indeed. So tight move there through the Ashby hairpin. And I think Garford's seen that that's happened and has now thought, right, okay, let me close that gap. But I have to say, despite the fact that he's done that overtake, Tyla Harris has latched onto the back. And another change there as Yihan Kalachern comes through and is side-by-side with Joe Cheek.
Some hand gestures there.
Yeah, it was a bit like, hey, you're my teammate. What are you doing? Let's work together, not battle.
Number 7, he was nearly squeezed off onto the grass there on exit. He's going to lose 1, 2, maybe even 3 positions.
Yeah, he's squeezed out of the train there. Only lost the 1, and that was to Yihan Kalachern. And now, look at that. That's really opened up those two in front now, leading the way, Garford and Harris. So if they don't battle or anything like that, expect them to check out, ladies and gents.
Cheek got quite lucky there, only actually losing 1 position, as he got not the best exit off the corner, but managed just to keep hold of it around the outside and only lose 1. So damage limitation there. As do we have a change for the lead?
We do, yeah. Tyla Harris down the inside into the entrance of the boot. Just thought, you know what, I've got the waft, I've got the momentum down the inside. No drama. Thank you very much. And he has done so successfully. So now Garford's got the work to do here now. He's stayed behind. Now, does he instantly fight back? I mean, if Tyla Harris is on it, has got quick pace, you know, he's got to be careful. If he just lets him drive off, it's not going to work. Yes, he might be able to stick with him, but if he can't stick with him, he's got to get past him sooner rather than later. So. And if he does, it's good news for the spectators and for us, because it will make it nice and exciting, because then it will allow the whole pack to close back up again for the mechanics and the team and everything like that. They'll hate it, and the drivers, of course, because they'll just be like, oh, no, now we've got real work to do. So.
Indeed. I just want to flag as well, I think the timing on the left-hand side of your screen has stopped on lap 2. We're now on lap 7.
Yes.
So don't ignore that on the left. That is not correct.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to do some jiggery-pokery behind the scenes and give it a quick rebooting.
I think it might be necessary.
I think it might be necessary. So there we go. So Tyla Harris still leading from Garford.
Still a nice little gap between Garford and Kalachern, isn't that?
Yep. And just in the background, a shot
still
there.
Defending pretty hard.
Yeah, defending from Olivia Jakins. Now, Jakins made some good moves in the previous heat 2.
Yeah, I did say I was excited to see what she could do in this final, but currently down 3 positions.
Yes, currently in P9. Rest of the field as well. You've got Seth Hathaway, who's up 2 positions. Oliver Bowen up 3 positions as well. Sasha Bagley not had the best start in this one. Also down 3 positions, down into 15th place. Yes, that was a hiccup.
I think you need to cut out those red balls, mate.
Oliver Bourne, Patrick Leaf was up 2 places as well. Jack Stewart's not had the best start. He has dropped 4 places. And Joel Hull also down into 19th place as well. Nevertheless, the entire pack is separated by 9 seconds.
Yeah, they're pretty close, aren't they?
Pretty good, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. But we're continuing to see good racing throughout this race, and still only just about halfway through.
Yes, indeed. So, as they go through, gap at the moment then for between Garford and Kalachern, 9/10 of a second on that last lap. We'll update you in terms of lap times, or the Yihan Kalachan's actually going faster than Tyla Harris on that last lap. So I reckon that group behind is actually closing in. So
I mean, I hope you're right.
There you go, ladies and gents.
Lap 10. That is indeed correct.
Ian Rogers working magic in his timing box.
The magician behind the scenes.
He is a magician. He is. It's very good. Motorsport dash timing for all your timing needs, ladies and gentlemen. Every plug that I give him is 1 minute of dancing and singing time in the timing tower before the weekend starts. So, Kalachan controlling the second group. He's got Joe Cheek behind. He's got Leon Frost, Ollie Rands, Leah Robinson in that group. And then there's another group just behind that's being led now by Olivia Jakins from Dara McInerney, Luke Bate, Jake Humphrey, Seth Hathaway, Oliver Bowen, Aidan Mitchell, Sasha Bagley, and Oliver Bourne. So it's 8th all the way down to 16th as the next group. And then it's Patrick Lee from Joel Hull. But eyes...
pretty close, isn't it?
It is. It's sizably close. I mean, we're still... The whole pack, 9 seconds.
Yeah. It keeps ebbing and flowing between certain drivers. The momentum keeps kind of changing. It looked like Frost was looking for a move on Cheek, and then he didn't quite make it work, and then Cheek was looking for it on Kalachan. So I'm just not sure who's going to go for the move here and when. But still, Tyla Harris and Alfie Garth are working together well at the front. But here you go. Olivia Jakins was setting fastest lap after fastest lap in the previous pre-final, a heat that we saw. Now, continuing that in this race, a 47.52, now the fastest lap from Olivia Jakins.
Let's have a look then at the virtual championship, ladies and gents, because it's looking a little bit interesting. There's been chopping and changing as one driver who is currently leading this race has really shaken up the standings. Tyla Harris, now with his 442 race points, sees him up into 3rd in the championship standings now. Demoting Ollie Rands, demoting Luke Bate, demoting... Aidan Mitchell and Jake Humphrey as well. So, big chopping and changing as Olivia Jakins, fastest lap as well.
As so, DJ Khaled would say.
As who?
DJ Khaled.
Another one.
Another one.
There we go. See, I knew that one. It's when Henry comes up with something that happened in the 80s, and I'm just like, I wasn't born. But anyway, 4 minutes, there was a change there. Now, that was Joe Cheek getting back past... Yihan Kalachan there. So Kalachan now on the back foot. So I think Joe Cheeks was saying you were catching and now you're not catching. So I want to go. I want to have a go now.
Over a second, isn't it?
Yeah.
Between 2nd and 3rd.
4.5 minutes plus 1 lap. Plenty of time to close that gap.
True.
And look at the gap he's got already from the back of that pack. So
it's impressive.
Joe Cheeks, man on a mission.
And behind, Steam Train about to go through on the E-plate. Actually, only one ended up going through. Oh, possibly 2. Squeezes to the inside and is going to make the move stick. It's at the 27. It is indeed of Ollie Rands making it through. E-plate tries to fight him back, but Yihan, with no answer there, has to feed back in. Now under more pressure.
So yellow.
I think we have a yellow flag, a full course yellow out now. Full course yellow. There's 2 drivers are off there.
So there's 2 carts off here, and then there's someone off at turn 1 as well, which is why the Battenberg flags have come out. So the race has been neutralised.
Nothing that we can see as
I'm not sure who is the driver. Okay, so it was the 55 and the 12 there. What's happened at turn 1?
Yes, so there is indeed a driver sat on top of the barrier.
So Aidan Mitchell was the 14 and Oliver Bowen was the 55 who was at the Ashby hairpin, and it's Sasha Bagley, the number 61, who's had an incident at turn number 1. So
fastest corner on the circuit, really.
Quite literally.
Pretty quick, that one. So
yes, so
it's never an exciting one when you realise that wall's getting a lot closer. Oh, it's there.
Yeah, so hopefully Sasha is okay. Obviously, race neutralised. So this basically is a virtual safety car. Everyone has to slow down. This is excellent news for Leon Frost and Ollie Rands and Yihan Kalachan and everything, because they've got another attempt at being with that lead pack. Tyla Harris doesn't like this. Alfie Garth doesn't like this. And who's that going slow?
I think it was.
There is Sasha Bagley. Clearly in some form of discomfort there.
It was Oliver Bowen slowing down and letting the pack back through. Was the person going slowly there.
Okay. So hopefully Sasha is okay there. Medical teams will go check her out. But as you can imagine, in some form of discomfort there. Right then, so neutral flag conditions. Obviously, when everyone is happy and the track is clear and everyone feels like it's all good to go again, we will have a green flag start.
Ollie Rands.
No? What did he do?
Pointing forward to Leon Frost saying, catch him back up. You're falling too far back. Catch him back up. I don't want to be caught napping when this bat and bow flag goes back in. I think that's very fair.
Yeah.
Very, very fair. You want to be as close, because this is a blessing for these guys. As you say, the leaders had a nice little gap, about 1.5 seconds, and that's completely vanished now.
I think they have to maintain some form of gap between them. I don't think they're allowed to completely close up. But it does, you know, it's not like it was before. There is still some advantage,
yes,
but there is still a gap between them. So they have to maintain a certain lap time.
Understood. They can't be cheeky and just I'm just going to catch back up.
Even though he has now done that. But anyway, I'm not too sure. Hey, again, I think he can close up. Yeah, lights are off. We're back green and racing, and in towards turn 1. Anyone caught sleeping? No.
There's
so everyone goes through.
No gap between them, mate.
No, exactly that. No, they've really closed that up. So now Tyla Harris immediately goes defensive, and round the outside there goes Garford and manages to hold that one. Brilliant move from Garford, and Tyla Harris immediately fighting back. Here comes Joe Cheek round the outside, though. He's going to try and copy the move. Oh, they're so close. You couldn't even fit a kitten's whisker between the both of them. Out of the Wilkins corner they go, and Joe Cheek now leads the way. And what a move that was. And you've got to be careful now, because Leon Frost is closing into this battle. Tyla Harris to the outside now. Watch for the cutback as he goes into the second half, and he does go for the cutback. He's got his nose down the inside of Garford, and Garford gets swamped by the pack. Rans is going to come through as well. No, he can't. He stays behind. Here comes Yihan Kalachurn down the inside, but he can't make the move either. We're in the last 30 seconds of this race. Last lap board will be out this time around, and this has shaken the whole race up. But Joe Cheek now leads the way somewhat, quite comfortably. There's a sizable gap now between him and Tyla Harris there in second place. But Frosty now back up into P3 as Ollie Rans looks to the inside of the Ashby hairpin.
What a move around the outside there. That was unbelievably impressive. I was so amazed. I got up so fast, I got lightheaded. It was an amazing move. But continues to defend as the number 17 first. Continues to hold it as of now anyway. And again, I think that the timing on the left-hand side of your screen has stopped again. So ignore that too. We will keep you updated on who is leading as we come around the final corner to start the last lap of this race with basically the entire grid in one train.
Yes, indeed. Let's take them to the flag, because this is going to be brilliant. Now, the last lap board has come out, so that doesn't say it on your screen, but I can confirm this is the last lap. It gets updated. There we go. Thank you very much, timing. They sorted out. So Joe Cheek leads, but not comfortably, because Tyla Harris, he went for a move into the boot section. Garford defends. That's crucial. That's going to give them the gap now that they're going to need to battle their way. Tyla Harris, he will look behind as squeezing there does Ollie Rans on Yihan Kalachurn further back. Again there, Joe Cheek went defensive. Watch for the switchback. Here comes Tyla Harris on the outside line. Watch for the switchback as they go into the boot section for the final time. Down the inside there goes Tyla Harris, squeezing, and squeezes all the way to a potential race win here across the line. It is Tyla Harris by 1/100th of a second across the line from Joe Cheek and Alfie Garford.
What an end to that one. We couldn't have predicted it to be any closer. Before that Battenberg flag came out, those two were leading by quite a sizable margin. And then after, of course, the Battenberg flag, they all closed up. And what a final 2 minutes that was. Continuous chopping and changing between everyone in the top 10. That was fantastic. But just nicking it at the line there, Tyla Harris. Just denying Joe Cheek of that win. And there's your confirmation on screen now. Provisionally, of course, we've got to wait for them to come through and see if there are any nose cone penalties. But what a final lap there. Some incredible moves from the drivers. They should all be super proud of themselves. And confirmation there on your screen. 1/100th of a second separated Tyla Harris and Joe Cheek across the line there. Alfie Garford rounded out your top 3. Then it was Leon Frost in 4th. Ollie Rans in 5th. Leo Robinson in 6th. Yihan Kalachurn in 7th. Oh, sorry, Yihan Kalachurn, I should say. Then it was Luke Bates in 8th. Then Olivia Jenkins in 9th. Then Seth Hathaway in 10th. Dara McInerney. I completely forgot how to pronounce that for a second there. I'm so sorry, Dara. Was in P11. Then it was Jake Humphrey in 12th. Oliver Bourne in 13th. And Joel Hull. Patrick Leith and Jack Stewart and Aidan Mitchell rounded out all of your finishes in that one. Oliver Bowen and Sasha Bagley sadly did not finish that race. But there I do believe the top 3 are all going through okay. You see the number 7 pull over to the side. That's Leon Frost. Number 30 coming through as well as, oh no, who is that? Is that the 95? It is indeed of Luke Bate. So happens again to Luke Bate, moves himself up through the field well, only to get himself a nose cone penalty. And 5 seconds in that one, with them all being so closed up, that's going to drop you right to the back of the pack. 16th position that will be after a 5-second penalty. So super frustrating there for Luke Bate. Clearly has the pace to move himself through the field, but just keeps getting those nose cone penalties. So just something to work on, but they're all learning every time they go out on track. So something to work on for Luke Bate. Certainly has the pace to move up through the field, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. But the drivers are going to be putting off to the side, and DJ is going to be down there very, very shortly to give an interview with Tyla Harris, Joe Cheek, and Alfie Garford, your top 3 from that race out there. And then we will be soon moving on to our final of the day. I can't quite believe it. It's gone so quickly. TKM Extreme will be coming up very, very shortly. I'm excited for that one. Of course, they were the ones that started the day. But of course, DJ's ready now, down in the pit lane.
Thank you very much, John. Yes, well, we can all calm down a little bit from that one. And you look like you've had a busy evening at the office. Tyla Harris, well done.
Thank you.
that was close across the line.
Yeah, very close. A really good battle, though, the entire way through.
Yeah. I mean, talk us through, obviously, that race, you were looking comfortable. You had Joe Cheek for company all the way through, you know, the majority of the race. Battenberg flag comes out. What's your initial thought when you see that?
I think it'll make it more challenging. That's what I thought at the time, because it closes everyone up together to be a close battle, because also there was only a few minutes left to the end. So it was make it very close. It
made it kind of like a last 3-lap sprint race, really, didn't it? But you came through on top, side by side across the line. That move just into the boot section there, just fantastic. You got the switch back, just squeeze it down the inside. A nice move there.
Yeah, thank you. Very close.
Yeah. Who would you like to thank?
Talco Racing for the support. Also, my dad on the spanners, and everyone watching at home, including my mum.
Brilliant stuff. Well, Tyla Harris, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Let's chat to our second place driver, which was Joe Cheek. But Joe is sitting down over here. No, Joe, you sit there. You sit there, mate. You've had a tough old race. I'll come sit next to you, mate.
Take my helmet off.
Go on, take your helmet off. Go on. What a race, mate. Well, I'll let you finish taking your helmet off. Well, talk us through that one. That was a tough old race.
Yeah, very hectic, obviously, with the Battenberg. Alfie and Tyler started battling. I managed to just get the loop on him round the outside. Got into the lead, started defending into the boot. Unfortunately, went a bit too much into the fend. He got me on the inside. Fair play to Tyler. It was a good race, really good fun.
I think this is what we like about the TKM racing. It is always clean and you always have great battles, and it is great to see, isn't it?
It's brilliant, yeah.
I mean, again, all through that race, you were coming through the pack, you had the pace, and yeah, it just worked out quite well for you. But just at the end, I mean, you got to love it though still, haven't you?
End of the day, you got to live and learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, keep pushing forward.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank all my sponsors, my dad, and Ashley and David Klassen for the teamwork and everything.
Brilliant stuff there, Joe Cheek. Congratulations, P2. Perfect. And then, well, sitting next to me now, third place, Alfie Garford. Your initial reaction to me as you went past was you rolled your eyes a bit in the back of your head. You were like, what was that?
I mean, it's an all right result, but we're not in the championship, so we're going out to try and win races, but what can you do? You can't rewind the clock now, so. But it's all right.
It's all right.
It was good fun.
It was good fun. That's the main thing, isn't it? Karting's always a good one. Your dad's over there looking at us with a stern look on his face. Have a look over there. He's not smiling. He's smiling now. There he is. Give us a wave. There we go. But yeah, you know, he's done a good job, and you know, you can be happy with P3. But the main thing is we are here to race to have fun, and yeah, and I think as you've said there, you've had fun.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank my mum and my dad for making it possible, and Wera Tools, British Kart Championships, putting on a great event. My sponsors, Next Base, Dashcams, and Motorbase, they're helping us out this year. We couldn't do it without them, so, and you.
And me. Oh, cheers. Thank you very much. There you go. Well, a cracking result, mate. Third place, Alfie Garfield.
Thank you.
Or Garfield. Is it Garfield?
Garfield.
Garfield. All right, cool. Good stuff. One more race to go, guys. It's TKM Extreme coming up next. We'll head back to the commentary box with John.
Oh, even DJ got a thank you there. Look at that. commentators getting some love. It's brilliant to see the competitiveness between the drivers, but also the respect. And just like, yeah, I came second to Joe Cheek, but it was a brilliant race, and I really enjoyed myself. And yeah, just that respect between the drivers is always fantastic to see. What a race it was.
We move now on to Junior TKM. It was race 20 of the weekend, and again, another very, very close, exciting final. Please welcome onto your podium in third place for Tim Wilson Motorsport, number 7, Leon Frost. Leon. Hat on, trophy, photo, Chris, smile, don't pick your nose. He wouldn't dream of doing such a thing. There we go, getting it sorted. We move now on to second place. And again, a very, very close final this was. But please welcome onto the podium, privateer driver number 1, Alfie Garford. Come on, Mr. Smiley. Come on, Mr. Smiley. There we go. There you go, you've got to replace that one now. There you go, you've got it. On to our race winner then for Junior TKM. A huge round of applause, please, for privateer driver number 88, Tyla Harris. And his winning mechanic, Simon Harris. Have you washed your hands, Simon? You did wash your hands, lovely. They're not covered in oil. There we go. Get your photos in. Cheesy grins, smiles. Smiles, Simon. Brilliant. Another huge round of applause, please, for your Junior TKM finalists. Senior X30 I've got next door. Yep. Cool. Sorry, I just stood right in front of you there.